Good morning. It says I'm live. Can you hear my tea kettle? I gotta go make my hot chocolate so I can sit here and talk to you. It's just a whistling. I'm trying to get where the light's not so bright. You see the steam coming out of it? Let me go fix this before it has a hissy fit over there. I think that tea kettle's having a hissy fit. I'll be right back. Just here with me. I'd make you some too. Have hot chocolate. I'm gonna put marshmallows in it. It's calming down. I turned the fire off. It'll be good and hot. It'll melt those marshmallows for sure. Now, it can calm down now. You put that in the trash. I've got to take that trash out. This is going to be too hot to drink. Let me see where I can move where the light's not so bright. If I go back, let me find a place. That's better, isn't it? Let me go back here. Can I go back here and the light not be so bright? Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning, Kathy Jackson. Good morning, Karen Evans. Let's see, Prep for Eternity, Jennifer. Hey, Deb. Hey, Joy T. All right, now I got to get my cup. Let me walk over here and get it. Still a little cool in here this morning. Let me push my table back. Push the table back so I can get in here. Had to push too close, and I couldn't get my big self in there. Y'all want to see some fabric in a few minutes, or do you just want to chat? You'll have to tell me. Got my rooster cup. There it is. Got my rooster cup. Let me read. There's Karen, 2 babies and 4 grands. Good morning, Karen. I'm going to put a whole bunch of these marshmallows in here, and then when they melt, then I'm going to eat them. And this is not the chat through Restream. This is just me by myself. Now, don't that look good? I dropped that one. That one fell out. And look at that. I've got a cutting board here, and I've now got marshmallow on my cutting board. I have to clean that up. Good morning, Kathleen. I know. I want to show y'all what's in the store. I got some Sunday brunch. I just got some pretty stuff. I've not sold much the last few days. I'm not sure why. Trying to. I need to. But then I feel like I'm begging people to buy if I show too much, so I try not to. If you'll go to the web, I posted the link in the description to the web store, so it'll show you some of the new stuff that's in here. Looky there. It's too hot to drink. Well, what are y'all working on? Y'all got some projects you're working on? I've been working on taxes down at the house. Good morning, Linda. Linda, I put your name on one of those Sunday brunches, and it's over there to the side. I won't send it till you decide if you want something else. I wish that all you girls bought as much as Linda Brookshire. I'm telling you, every time I get something new, Linda says, I want some of that. Well, not everything, but a whole lot, don't you, Linda? And she makes such pretty quilts. Well, I can't drink that yet. All I can do is eat the marshmallows. Prepped. Now, Rhonda said, don't think like that. You need to show all you can. I know. I'm not a salesperson. I'm really not. I just want you to see something and like it and want some of it, but I'm not going to beg anybody to buy. Jennifer's still working on her scrap denim quilt and the alphabet quilt. Hey, Don Armstrong. Hey, Shannon. Now, the last time I did this live and I sold stuff, I have one laying over there that's ready to ship, but she hadn't paid me yet, so I hadn't sent it out yet. But just one, that's not bad. So you can pet it too. I'm telling you, there's some pretty stuff in there. But the way the light is, if I go to carrying this computer around, the light's going to be all glary and you can't see like you want to. And this is Wednesday, but the girls have quit coming on Wednesday and started coming on Thursday because there's some of them that work on Wednesday, so it's better for them on Thursday. So they'll be here tomorrow if the creeks don't rise, or if it don't snow or something. But I think tomorrow's supposed to be pretty here. But we got some of that cold temperature that's coming over the weekend. I could show you some of my cocoa cools, couldn't I? Let me clean this up, though. I don't want to bring fabric in here and get my chocolate on it, so let me get something and wipe that. I'll clean that up. Clean up my mess. I'll wipe the whole board off, is what I'll do. Some of the girls that come up here are organizers, and you should see how they've been cleaning up this place. They've cleaned up down where my little wood stove is, and I don't have a fire down there, but I could now. And I've moved my little office. I moved my little office into these louver doors back here where there used to be a washer and a dryer. I put a desk in there, and I have my computer and my printer and the shipping supplies in there. Oh, is it Kathleen's birthday? Hey, happy birthday, Kathleen. We want to sing happy birthday to Kathleen. Y'all sing with me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathleen. Happy birthday to you. Did y'all sing with me? I hope you did. Okay. Where did I start? Yeah, there y'all see, Kathleen, they're telling you happy birthday. Now, that's cleaner than it was before. My little paper towel is not real dirty, so it wasn't dirty. Well, we tried to make each other smile. Kathleen said that made a smile to her, brought a smile to her face. You know, that's what we try to do. We try to make each other smile. And if some of us are going through hard times, we try to be there. It's hard, long distance to be there. Oh, look, you see what Randy wrote? Stop it, Randy, stop it. There's no dogs around here. I left Heidi at home. She's at the other house. Good morning, Daisy Mae. Randy, you can't drive a truck no more. You need to get you some fabric and sew. Don't Randy need to sew now? We need to find you something new to do. Hey, Deborah. Deborah Lomax is saying happy birthday to Kathleen. I'm trying to read. I got it pushed back a little bit, so I'm having to get these glasses just right. just right so I can read them comments. And then they kind of go fast sometimes. And if I go to talking about one comment, then I miss the rest of the comments. Good morning, Denise. A little bit. I hadn't pulled my sweatshirt off since I come up here. It's a little cold. I turn the heat way down low in this house, so it's cold when I get up here. And there's still some snow on the ground. A lot of it's melted off, but my calf. You know what? I'm going to let Terry name that calf. Linda Brookshaw is asking about a calf. The other day, I'm going to retell the story. Some of y'all might have already heard it, but we had this half Jersey cow named Violet. And Violet's mama is Vivian. But Violet had a baby, and it was out on the cold ice and snow, and the son picked it up and carried it to the barn for Terry because Terry couldn't even do that anymore. He's getting pitiful. But anyway, the son said, I think it's a bull calf. And so I just kind of, since he thought, I hadn't even seen it, but he said it was a bull. So I said, let's just call it Vince. But then I went down to the barn yesterday with Terry and was taking some pictures. And the little calf, I'll just tell you, the little calf went to peeing. And I said, Terry, that's not a bull calf. That's a little heifer calf. And so Vince is not Vince anymore. We're going to come up with a name for a V. So I'm going to let Terry name her, but it's not Vince anymore. But I'm kind of glad it's a little heifer, not a little bull. And good morning, Charlotte. Carlotta. Terry Gunning says, good morning, Rita. We're at the end of 7 days of carpet laying. It is as bad as moving. I'm in the process of putting my quilt room and sewing room back together. I'll tell you what I'm going to want to do. I'm wanting to build this little cabin, and I've wanted to for the last 20 years, but I finally think I may have talked Terry into building it. So there's a pretty spot back on the property at the end of the road here. And yesterday, even I spent a few minutes drawing out plans. Now it's not going to be very big. It's just going to be like a one-room cabin with the bedroom and bathroom, sort of off grid. We're 16 by 24, so it's not going to be very big. But I was drawing the plans, and I'll have to show them to you. I don't know. We gotta see if Terry and me's got the gumption to do anything anymore. We're not as young as we used to be. It is, Denise. I hope so, but it'll be a long time. She's what? What is she? 5-6 days old? I forget what day she even come, but it was when the snow was on the ground. So it'll be a while before she's a milk cow. But did you see the pictures on Facebook? She was coming up to Terry already and letting him scratch on her. I know, they always have babies on the worst day. Yes, they do. Let's see. What did I miss? Daisy May. Prayers for Daisy May. Let me see. What did Daisy May say? I was talking and didn't read it. Denise is having a heat wave, 3 degrees. Well, I missed what Daisy May. I missed what you said, and I can't find it now. Good morning, Gladys. Good morning, Mary Wilson, Minnesota. She says it's warm today, 11 degrees. Yeah, be a few years instead of a few days. Good morning, Denise. Oh, Daisy May ask for prayers. Daisy May, I'll pray for you when we're off here. I will. Good morning, Jane Martin. Can you bring the new mama cow and her calf to your pen and share the Can you bring the new mama cow and her calf to your pen and share the milk with her? We're gonna try to milk her just in a few days. I don't milk and save colostrum, and you want to wait till she comes to her real milk and not colostrum. But we're gonna try to milk the mama. And I always like milking the cow that's got a calf on her, because if I don't want to milk all the milk out, the calf will get what's left. So that's my plan. Daisy, y'all pray. Y'all say a prayer for Daisy Mae. Yeah, prayers for Daisy Mae. Don't know what's going on, but God knows. Oh, my chocolate got cool enough to drink. Get my hands warm here holding it. I hand milk. Jennifer asked if I hand milk, and I do hand milk. I did have a milk machine for a little while, but I never could. It was almost too much trouble to drag it out and use it and clean it up. So it's just easier for me to hand milk. I drink the milk. I love fresh raw cow milk. I don't want store-bought milk if I can get by without it. And I've made mozzarella and just a few cheeses. I don't make a lot of cheese. You know how much time everything I do takes? Takes too much time. And Kathleen says prayers for Daisy Mae. I hope all is well soon. Nothing specific, just prayers. Daisy Mae says nothing specific, just prayers. Thank you and thanks. Well, Joy T, I have a few little pet cows is what the jerseys are, and then we got a beef herd. So we got a few cows. Not all of them have names, though. Just those little ones you hand milk and handle are the only ones that have names. They're just kind of like little pets sometimes. Let's see. Oh, Joy says, I never drank fresh animal milk. Well, some of you guys will have to tell her what she's missing out on, because I tell you, there's nothing like fresh milk. I drink it. The grandkids drink it. Let's see. Good morning, Mary Webb. She said, good morning, Rita and everybody. Mary Wilson, Minnesota. Kate from the last homely house in England built a cabin by her pond. I love her YouTube. She planted a green grass roof in it. I don't know if I could get by with planting a roof. What would a grass roof do here? Would it drop the roof through? I don't know. Sounds pretty though, don't it? Carlotta says prayers for Daisy Mae. I know. Randy says if I wasn't on YouTube all the time, I could get something done. I know. You're right, Randy. You're absolutely right. That's what my husband says. Sometimes he says, you're on that computer all the time. Does your husband ever tell you that, or your better half? I think Randy needs to do some lives from his couch and let y'all chat with him. And I see Nancy, our treasure at home. Hello, Nancy. I know. Randy teases me and makes fun of me being on here. Good morning, Sherry. Kate's cabin is cute, but too small for... Well, now, I don't want to live in that cabin. I just want to go back there and spend a night or two and maybe go fishing in the pond and cook the fish and then come back to my house. But I was trying to get my son to move in my big house and maybe do something different. I can't sell my house down there where I live. But I've got this wood cook stove. Actually, I've got 3 of them. I bought them every time I see one someplace that I could afford or seemed like something I wanted, I'd buy it. So I want to put a wood cook stove in that cabin. I told Terry, I said, well, if we do this, I'm going to have to video it and put it on YouTube. And he says, as long as you don't make me talk. But I said, well, you have to talk to him. Oh, Randy says he's always right. A pizza oven. Yeah. Need something to bake in. Put a pizza up, build a pizza oven outside. The place I have picked out used to be an old home place a long time ago, and there's actually a well there. So I want to maybe even draw water out of that well. Hey, Sheila Gage, how are you today? Well, I'm going to have one. Prep for Eternity said she'd love to have a wood cook stove. Well, me too. I've always wanted to have one I could use. So I have the wood cook stove. It's not hooked up with the wood, with the stove pipe and all that where I can use it. But I plan to fix that here pretty soon. Oh, you see what Daisy Mae says? Randy, I think you and my husband take the same ornery pills. I think they do too. I think Terry takes them ornery pills sometimes too. And Sheila Gage, how are you doing? It's been a few days since we've heard from you. And y'all are saying hi to Sheila. Enjoy teased LOL what Daisy said about Randy and the ornery pills. I know Jane Martin. Hi, Sheila. We've missed you. I know. What's the temperature in the snow situation where you are, Sheila? You still got snow on the ground? Randy's got extra ornery pills if anybody needs any. I don't know. I think the cabin's going to be kind of fun. I wanted to do this for 20 years. I promise I have. But when we were busy working in the poultry houses 7 days a week, and before I say we're retired, but we're not really even retired now. When we actually had did something that made money, we didn't have the time. But now we have the time, and we're too old, and we've almost missed the boat. But we're gonna try. And even Terry said, if we're not gonna hire much help to build it, so Terry said, don't do anything too hard that me and you can't do, is what he says. Sheila says, no snow, but ice in her driveway. You know, some of the ice is melted off with the beaten paths, but it's still ice around here too. Amanda Thompson, Mag Davis sang a song that went, oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. Oh, Randy's going to have to hand out them ornery pills. Maybe he'll give them all away and he won't be so ornery. Camp out. Jane asked what I would do with the cabin. I guess I could put guests in it. I want to have it where you could go back there and stay there a while if you wanted to. Hey, Marilyn. Waving to Marilyn. She says, hi, Rita and everyone. Y'all wave to Marilyn. I did. See? Y'all are still saying hi to each other. Up, Jennifer's waving to Marilyn. I'll take you back there someday and show you where I'm going to put my cabin. I think I probably have already before. I haven't, Sheila, I haven't heard from Frances the last day or two. I see her on Facebook, but I haven't chatted with her personally. And Karen says, my husband and I do all our own remodeling, retired and got all the time in the world. Some of you retired people need to come down here and camp on my farm and help us build our cabin. I'm kind of excited about it. And I said, I'll show you. I got some graph paper and drawed out the plan, so I have to show you. For cakes, Randy, you can't have cakes. Cakes and pies, you can't have no cakes and pies. I'd have to make you something healthy. Like, let's see, what would be healthy? Randy's got to have healthy food. And right off the top of my head, I can't even think of anything healthy. Ain't that awful? Ain't that pitiful? Boiled chicken or something. Isn't that healthy maybe? It's not fried. Don't that sound awful though? If Shannon is, but we don't want you to get your sugar back up, so we're not gonna encourage you in bad habits, Randy. Yeah, there you go. I got some steaks. A pile of spinach. That's what he needs. A pile of greens. Spinach, turnip greens, collard greens. They're just packed with vitamins, aren't they? Vitamins and minerals and everything good. Oh, but Randy can't have cake, Sheila. His sugar's too high, so he's got to eat healthy. And we all need to eat more healthy. Need to try. Charlotte asked Randy, "Are you back to work?" And he's not yet. His sugar got too high and it messed with his eyes. Daisy Mae's laughing at me. I know. Charlotte, Randy needs our prayers too. We all need prayers. We do, all of us. Randy can't see. My husband can't hardly walk for his hip. And I tell you, he's been complaining walking on this old snow and ice. Says he jumps down out of the tractor sometimes and kind of slips, and it don't help his hip. Well, that's a thought. Jane Martin says I need to promise Terry that when we're at the cabin, I'll give him all my attention, no computer. There wouldn't be any internet back there, maybe on the phone, but I pay for internet at this little house and at my home down there. So I wouldn't pay for internet back there at the cabin. Randy said someone in here told him to put on 2 pairs of glasses and it works. Jane Martin told Randy that. Who would have thunk it? I know there was a few years that I couldn't see through my glasses and I'd have to pull them off to read and then put them back on to see off in the distance. That's a few years ago. And finally, I went to a different eye doctor and got a different prescription, and then I could see. And, actually come to think of it, that's when I went back to sewing, because I quit sewing when I couldn't see very good. And then I finally got the right prescription to see with. Made a big difference. Daisy Mae's praying for Randy, and everybody's praying for Daisy Mae. We're just praying for each other, being a support for each other. You see what he wrote? I'm going to stick my tongue out at Randy. He said most of us aren't as old as me. That's the reason I stuck my tongue out. I need to reach through the computer and slap him is what I need to do. Oh, May. Oh, yes, that's it. I'm older but wiser. That's it. Oh, Charlotte's got to go. Bye, Charlotte. Charlotte, are you still cutting hair? Is that what you're going to go do? You got a hair client in the beauty shop? Yeah, Marilyn, like what Marilyn said, Randy, respect your elders. Bye, Charlotte. Maybe you can come back. I'm not going to be here much longer, though. I just want to pop in for a few minutes. It doesn't matter your age. It's how old you seem or act. What do I act old or do I act? What do I act? I don't even know. I don't think my mind thinks I'm as old as I am, but in Charlotte, I'm too busy to get old. I know, but I get tired sometimes, Jane, and I sit in the recliner after lunch and go to sleep, fall asleep sometimes. Who said getting old is the golden years? I know it. If y'all are building a cabin, you aren't acting old for sure. Well, Jennifer, that was part of the argument I gave my husband. I said, if we don't do this now, we won't never get it done. So we're going to have to start it because we're getting slower and more weaker. And then we're teasing each other about how we're going to get it done in the condition we're in. But if we put it off very much longer, we won't ever do it. I'd kind of like to get the grandsons in on it to help. The little granddaughters are too little, but the grandsons, it might be a good learning experience for them. Maybe I could bribe them and say, hey, I'll give this to you someday if you'll help me and Papa build it. And Amanda, I'm glad to say I'm 65. I've lived now 15 years longer than half my grandparents did. One died at 49, the other was 51. And you guys know how old I am. I'm 66. And I've done lost one sister. She died at 57. Still miss her. Oh, we got another one in here with a birthday. Let's see. Echo, living my best life at 60. And her name is Echo. Today is her 62nd birthday. Does that mean I got to sing happy birthday again? Kathleen, do I need to sing happy birthday again? It was Kathleen's birthday too, Echo. Let me sing it one more time. Randy, hold your ears. I'm going to sing happy birthday. Well, no, I'm not, because here comes Terry. Terry's coming in. What you need, hon?
Snow to melt.
You want snow to melt? Come here. You can sit right here.
No, I won't show snow.
Come here a minute. You're here. Let them see you since you're here.
I ain't nothing to look at.
Come sit right here. I didn't know he was coming in. I was just telling him about our cabin we was going to build. Does he look like he can build a cabin? I told him we were getting too old to do it.
You are.
You're gonna have to do all the work.
No.
Tell them about it. Tell them what we're going to build.
Cabin. I ain't gonna have no electric. I ain't gonna have no running water.
Jane Martin said that I have to tell you that when we go back there that I won't take the computer and I give you all my attention. He don't want my attention, Jane. He wants me to go off and do something else and not bother him. I was fixing to sing happy birthday to Echo. It's her birthday today. I've done sung happy birthday to Kathleen because it was her birthday, and Andy said the dogs were all barking. So I told him to hold his ears the next time. Echo, don't let me forget. And after Terry leaves, I'll sing happy birthday. Rhonda says it's Joey T says, yeah, you look strong. Jane Martin says, hi, Terry. Mary Webb says, hi, Terry. And Rhonda, it's great to see Terry. Hi, Terry. She said, Jennifer, Prep for Eternity Homestead says, hey, Terry, y'all can do it.
Well, I don't think there's any other option if it gets done.
He knows that I'm gonna keep nagging until you do it, right?
Probably.
Yeah. I'll just keep nagging until he does it. No, I did not say that, Randy. Randy said, Terry, she said she would give up YouTube for a cabin, but I didn't say that, did I?
No. You have to put her in a home.
They have internet in the home, too.
Yeah, but I ain't going.
Jay Mary. Hey, Jay Mary. Hey, Rita, how are you doing? Hey, to hubby, too. Good to see you guys, and hello to all in chat. You better get used to talking to them, because when we build that cabin, I'm going to video you.
I'm going fishing. That's the whole purpose of the cabin. All right, I'm going to go shovel snow. Y'all just sing and do whatever.
Donna says that Terry is a man of few words, and Daisy Mae says, hi, Terry. Rita, can't give up YouTube. I can't give up YouTube. I make them smile. They think I'm silly. Don't y'all think I'm silly? Well, talk to them just for a minute. It's cold out there.
No, it ain't.
What's it warmed up to now?
Well, I don't know, but it ain't cold.
Well, it's
cold.
Cold in here. Look, I still got my jacket on.
That's why I got to shovel snow.
Will you bring me a load of wood up here so I can build a fire up here?
We ain't got a load.
We don't have a load of wood to share with this house.
That you can dig out from under the snow.
And Jane Martin says that cabin will be like on Golden Pond. You remember watching that movie?
Yeah.
I don't remember much about it, though. Do you?
I don't either. But
I don't remember much about on Golden Pond.
That was 70s, 80s.
Rhonda, you says it's not cold. And Rhonda says he has 4 layers on that we can see. 1, 2, 3. He sure does.
That's why I ain't cold.
and gloves too.
That's why I ain't cold.
And he's all the time telling me to put on my socks or put on my house shoes. And I know, and Jane Martin says your grandson will come and fish with you. Reckon we can get them grandsons to help us build the cabin? You see, we could bribe them, take them fishing afterwards.
You don't understand.
And Joy T want to know how much snow we got.
About 10 inches.
It was between 9 and 10.
Too much.
Too much. It was between 9 and 10 inches. And there's still ice patches around where it hadn't all melted.
Well, I still got to put it to 4-wheel drive to feed.
And Kathleen said, and a beard to keep his face warm. They asked a little while ago what we was going to name that calf, and I told them I was going to let you name it. Have you come up with a name yet?
No.
It's got to start with a V.
Very lucky, I guess.
Very lucky. I think it was one of them on Facebook said something about very cold. I think is what they. Very lucky, very cold. That more coming next week. Let's see. And Nancy says, hi, Terry. And Jay Mary's over close to Fort Smith, and she says it's 38 degrees here down the road, so you guys should be pretty close. Yeah, it's something like that now, ain't it? I think it's about that now, Jay Mary.
But the sun quit shining.
It did, didn't it? Kind of a little overcast. And Joy T think more is coming next week. They're talking about this weekend, really cold temperatures. Hey, Teresa Forrester, never watched that movie. Y'all all, yes, all those layers, he's going to have to leave. He'll be sweaty. It's not warm in here, though. You think it's warm in here?
No.
It's not. It's not warm in here. A lot of folks made snow cream on YouTube. I'm kind of afraid of this stuff that falls out of the sky. Would you eat the snow that falls out of the sky nowadays?
Not unless I had to.
We made snow ice cream when we were kids, but I don't know what they spray in the sky anymore. So it have an old-fashioned barn raising is what Randy says. And Mary Webb says Vivian. Well, I don't want to call that cat Vivian. Why do we not want to call her Vivian?
That's her grandma.
Because Vivian's her grandma's name.
And that cow's name ain't Violet. Violet. It's Violet.
I call her Violet, and he says violent. Like what? Mean. She's not mean. She just don't like me. She loves him. She don't like me.
Violet.
Let's see, Sheila Gage, we're supposed to get some more snow at the beginning of next week. And Amanda Thompson votes for Vanna. Joy T says very lucky is cute. And Vera, we got Vera. Where's the cabin going to be? Tell them where I'm going to build, where you're at.
Back 40.
Well, it's kind of the back.
Behind the gate with a lock on it.
It's actually back in the cow pasture. There's 160 acres back there. So it'll be back there and won't have very close neighbors. So you have to go through a locked gate to get to it. But it's be on the farm, not on my piece of property either.
No, not Kevin.
We're going to build it on Terry's property. You guys have heard me laugh about that piece of property Mom and Daddy gave me. Me and Terry's been married for 44 years, but they gave a piece of property to me, and it's the married woman. He teases me about that. I guess they thought we were going to get a divorce or something after so many years, and Terry would take my 40 acres. He cuts the hay on it, though.
I'm going to go shovel snow. Y'all sing and have a good time.
Bye.
Bye.
He's leaving. Bye. I didn't know you was coming in. You just about caught me singing happy birthday. You'd have to do like Randy and hold your ears. Call her Little V. That's just Little V. I don't know. I'm going to let Terry name this one because usually I name them. Vincia, the female form of Vince. Oh, I know you make it out of snow, but I don't know what's in the moisture that falls out of the sky anymore. I kind of worry about this weather engineering and what might be up there in the clouds. That's just me. Yeah, he's went out. He was going to try to make sure the snow was kind of off some of these sidewalks, so when the ladies come tomorrow, they won't trip, they won't slip and fall. Randy says, Terry saved us. Echo, you still in here? If you're still in here, I'll sing that happy birthday to you. Chemicals. I worry about the chemicals in it. I do. I still hadn't drank all my hot chocolate here. Now, Terry come in and caught me, and he knows what I do when I come up here. I'm not working. I'm chatting, ain't I? Vessie's cute. Will you get the food out of the garden that's full of... I guess you may be right, Jane Martin. I hadn't looked at it that way. I'm not going to argue. I'm just not going to eat the snow, make snow ice cream. But I'm not going to argue either way about it. But you're right about that too, Jane. We have no control. We don't. We really don't. As long as it's not yellow. I know what you mean by that. We all know what you mean by that one. Don't want to eat no yellow snow. I hear Terry out there with the shovel. We'll scrape. We have to look at everything as God's blessing on us. We don't have no control over the weather, that's for sure, either. Does it have to be well, it does it. it didn't have to be, but the name started with the V, and the baby's grandmama started with the V, so we were just going to do it with the V. Start it with the V too, just to be cute about it. Because we have Vivian, Violet, and then we wanted this baby to be a V on account of that. I know. I saw that, Daisy Mae, and I was fixing to sing her happy birthday. And about that time, Terry walked in the door. What am I fixing for lunch today? We had sloppy joes last night, so I've got some leftover sloppy joe meat, so we'll have sloppy joes. Vincy, we could just go ahead and leave it Vincy, couldn't we? And that may be what it is, because I'd been calling him Vince before I found out that it wasn't actually a little bull, it was a little heifer. What time is it? It's 11, but it won't take long to heat up those sloppy joes. And I think I would have got leftover corn and leftover turnip greens to eat with it. That was what we had for supper last night, so we're having the leftovers for lunch today. Vicky or Victoria. There's a lot of them to pick from. Let's see. Marilyn says, I have a margarita maker that makes ice into slushies. Maybe I could make slushy ice cream. Yeah. That would be good. Maybe. All right, you guys about ready to sign off? I didn't show you any fabric, but I do encourage you to go look at my little store and order something. Order something from me so I can package it up and ship it off to you. What was new? I did. Oh, let me move that. You want to go on one more tour before I sign off here? Let me pick you up, and I'll show you just a little bit. There's some of my fabrics. We're good. I got 3 rooms full, but they go all the way down to the floor there. And over here, I got layer cakes and stuff. Oh, you can't see him. Terry's out there scraping. Let me see if I can get over there. Quilt machine's in the way. You can't see him, though, can you? Nope, he's out there. He's out there, but I don't think we ever caught a glimpse of him. Got a chair there. We squished by it. What was... This stuff was new that just came. Portofino by Fig Tree and Company. Got those pretty colors. See that one? And these, let me turn where the light's not bad. And those colors. Vicky for like spelling like Heidi, so it'll be Heidi and Vicky. Red velvet. I still have some of those pinks and grays. Still have a little bit of them. There's more jelly rolls and layer cakes. Aren't them pretty? Let me show you. I moved my office. I put my office in here in the washer and dryer spot. That's where I do my stuff on the computer when I have to. And in here is all these fabrics. See all those fabrics behind me? And in this room where I have more. There's Kansas Troubles. Look at all my Kansas Troubles. And I thought that people would just love these. And I bought bunches of these. And I hadn't sold very many of them. Don't somebody need a Kansas Trouble layer cake? Daisy Lane? Yeah, what did you want to say? Fabric layer. Oh, let me go back on the top shelf. Up here, that Lindsay one, it looked like the 30s. Was it this one? Was it this one? Time and again, Lindsay Cole McCrae. That the one you was looking at, Joy T? It's kind of like 30s. Like the 30s reproductions is what it is. No. I've got... I've still got the Love Blooms. This one's adorable. See the chirp? And Farmstead. Got one that's Farmstead. Mostly red. I've still got some of the French General. That one. I don't know. Lori Holt one. Well, I think I've showed you the mostly red ones. I don't know if I have everything posted online. I hope I do. I get behind on doing that part of it. Well, I'm going to get off here. Let me get that light. Where's that light's... Can't get those lights to do right sometimes. They're 10-inch squares, Daisy Mae. They're 10-inch squares, and they're not all different because there's usually like two of each one. Like there's two of the top one, two of the second one. So they're really mixed up, but they all blend together. But there are some repeats. But I bet there was like 20 fabrics. There's 42 pieces in there, and I bet there's 20 different fabrics. And they're 10-inch. 10-inch squares is what they are. Okay, guys. I've chatted with you for long enough. Randy says I spend too much time on here. Randy and Terry both think I spend too much time on here. So I'll go check my store and see if anybody's ordering anything. And there's actually, on that website, there's actually this place I can go to, and it actually in real time shows me if there's anybody from around the country looking at the website. You know that? And Nancy, have a great day, everyone. God bless, stay safe, and love y'all. Y'all stay warm. We are. You stay warm too, Nancy. I believe you got snow too. I see y'all all in the chats. Okay, bye for now. If I'm in the stream, I'm waving to Marilyn and everybody. Y'all stay warm, stay safe. You know, stay prayed up too. Well, I'm not a singer, but I sang you happy birthday. See, Marilyn's waving. Bye, y'all. Talk to you later.